Energy.
Energy. Where is it at? All right. Oh, is I starting it? Yeah, I started it. Okay.
I'm really happy right now. I'm not just faking it.
Yeah, whatever.
Can you tell? Do the fucking intro already.
Sure. I just opened my mouth. I was fixing to say it.
I'm keeping this.
Oh man.
Oh, people get pissed because I swear at you too much. I'm sorry, Ken. I don't mean to hurt your feelings.
You're hurting my feelings.
Like, he's so mean, I can't. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
He's my bitch. What am I supposed to do? Okay, do the intro.
All right. Hey everybody, I'm Cinematose Ken, and welcome to the BroKen podcast. I am joined by that guy over there. What's your name, sir?
How do you know where you're pointing?
I'm pointing both ways.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
I'm gonna duplicate myself so you point on both of me. Hi. Duplicate dance going on here. Hey, how's it going? You guys know me, PewDiePie. The
Don't assume
biggest, best subscribers in the world.
Don't assume everybody knows who you are, you jerk. Jeez.
No, I'm the most... Hi, I'm PewDiePie. I'm the most overrated channel on YouTube.
Fact.
Fact. Number one fact.
And welcome to our podcast. We're going to talk about whatever we want to talk about.
We're
maybe
gonna
some gaming topics.
Oh, sorry.
All right, and so we're going to talk about maybe gaming, maybe YouTube stuff, maybe news, just whatever we really want to talk about. Because
But we're going to try and keep it clean.
Yes, like a baby's bottom.
They are usually not that clean.
Well, what kind of babies do you have?
I don't have any baby.
Well, then you wouldn't know, would you?
That is very true. You
That's
make
right.
a good point. Edgar's butt is pretty clean. Actually, speaking of that, it's not clean at all. I literally have a stain on my wall from his asshole. So shit. I noticed this yesterday when I came home. And there's like a stain of shit on my wall.
Wow.
And I haven't cleaned it because I'm too lazy.
Wow.
Speaking of clean asses, thank you, Edgar, so much. I love you, Edgar.
Oh.
You're the best. Anyway, let's get into the topics. This podcast is very fun. We think you guys are gonna love it. We have a sponsor that made it possible. It's audible.com. I'm sure you're familiar with the site. You can basically get if you are like me and probably Ken, lazy as hell, and you were like, words, I don't want to read them. That's
Who
way
wants to
too
read
much.
words?
Why do you think Twitters are so short? Because no one likes to read.
Nobody.
Why do you think no one cares about your long ass Facebook posts? Because
Fact.
no one likes to read. No one cares about you. That's why. I was kidding. Everyone loves you. I love you.
And that's where Audible comes in.
Because you don't have to read books.
Tell me more.
You could just listen to them. Wow. How crazy is this? Can you believe this?
How far has technology come?
I don't far enough for me to not read shit.
That's true.
So we selected our favorite books. Mine is... Oh, you go ahead and tell us about yours, Ken.
Oh, you want to hear about my book?
Yeah, tell me about it.
Okay, well, I would like to recommend a book for your listening pleasures.
I love when as soon as you're going to tell somebody, you become all smug and start...
I got
my bag.
My book.
There's a lot of YouTubers to do that.
Let me tell you about my book.
Sorry.
It's very important to me.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's a book called The Wizard's First Rule. It's by Terry Goodkind, and it is a really good book. It's
When
the
did you first read it?
When did I first read it?
Yeah.
Geez, I think I was like in 9th grade, maybe. How old is that? 13, 14, maybe?
Oh, that young?
Yeah, I was pretty young when I read it, but it's a really good book. It's like a New York Times bestseller when it came out.
So, PewDiePie, Felix, 24, forgot my age. Will I enjoy it?
Yeah, you'd enjoy it. It's actually, I was probably too young to read it to actually get the full enjoyment. It's a fantasy book, but it's also got a lot of adult elements in it.
Like
to
porn?
make it all good and juicy. You know, there's some romance scenes, some kissy.
So did you reread it to understand the better part, or did they slowly seek in on you?
What?
So like you said, you were too young to understand or whatever.
No, I understood. I mean, yeah. Now looking back, I remember everything. Like it's a really good book.
Oh,
And I remember it.
it kind of snook up on you and be like, oh.
Yeah. Like when I read it, I was like, yeah.
They were fingering each other.
No. Jeez.
So I selected Baskerville's Hound because that's one of the first book I really liked. It's Sherlock Holmes. Sherlock Holmes is great. I was actually the youngest member of the Sherlock Holmes Club in Sweden.
Really? How big was the club?
It was me. No, it's actually like really hard to get in, but my granddad literally just cheated me in. He's like, you do this and this and you good to go, man. So
thanks,
that's
granddad.
how I got bitches when I was 12.
Like, sweet.
No, Baskerville Sound is a great book. It's very creepy and it's a good story. I like it.
So, guys, if you want to get a book on us and maybe the one that we recommended, like The Wizard's First
and
Rule,
support
which is
the show,
way better book than The Baskerville's Hound, in my opinion.
It
you
probably
can go,
is, honestly. I'm so biased to it.
You can go to audible.com and get a book on us.
For
You're
free.
welcome.
You're welcome. Audible is owned by Amazon, and Amazon bought
Twitch.
I told you I had a segue.
Oh, that was like the best sponsor slot ever. But anyway, yeah. So Amazon bought Twitch. What do you think about that?
I don't really care. Everyone's making such a big deal out of it, or at least when Google bought it, and I don't.
Everybody was so worried about Google buying it because of like the YouTube rules, like oh no, my music will get flagged. But then they took away the whole music thing anyway. But they would have had to, no matter what, eventually, because something would have came up. But you can still play music in your streams. It's just like the saves.
Was that really people's number one concern, that they can't play music? Like, is that really the worst thing that could ever happen? If anything, they could literally just open a new tab and be like, hey, you want to listen to my music? Just click here. I have a radio.
Exactly. It's like not even a big deal at all. But people freak out about change. I think
people just like to complain, right? I don't know.
It's like, oh man, YouTube is so terrible with all these things, but then like, it's not that bad.
Well, to be fair, YouTube hasn't really. Edgar, what the? Oh, it's fine. Thought it was eating my sweater. YouTube hasn't really been doing too well with all their updates lately. Yeah, they've been pretty shit. Let's be honest. The comments, Ken.
Yeah, the comments. I mean, it's a two-edged sword. I've made my video about what I think about YouTube comments. I'm just gonna leave.
We don't need to hear any more about that. I think everyone thinks the same way. I don't think anyone is just like, the comments. I fucking love them so much.
Yeah.
When I came back from New Orleans and I read the comments and they're all just spam and shit, like the top ones, I'm just like, why did I come back?
Oh, like
what am I doing
channel?
here?
Look at my channel stuff where they like upvote themselves.
Yeah. What am I doing? What is this?
So Amazon bought Twitch for like almost $1 billion.
Yeah.
Almost $1 billion.
They have a lot of money.
Whew. I mean, I know that Twitch needed like a bigger partner to like help themselves continue to grow, I guess, or maybe faster. I thought they were doing pretty good without having to be sellouts, but.
Hey, who wouldn't want that money? Come on. He's like,
I mean, really.
I don't really. What would they do if they say no to the money? Like, what would happen?
I think the universe would explode, probably. Would you like $1 billion for your...
Like, It's like, no, every company like that just wants to sell out eventually.
Yeah, right? Good maker.
Yeah, there you go. Every company. Not me, though. I have integrity, and I care about money. I only care about money.
If someone offered you $1 billion for your channel, you'd tell them no?
Oh, that's pretty harsh. That's you're putting me on the spot here, man. Well, I could just start a new channel, right? Like, it wouldn't...
Yeah, you could do just like Polaris and start a brand new channel and... eventually catch up to yourself 2 years later.
You know what? I'd put those 1 billion into this new channel just to make it the best. I'd pay people to subscribe to me. I go to like these unexplored YouTube places like China and be like, I'll pay you, subscribe to me. You just go here.
I don't even think China would let YouTube. What did they? Wait, Is it still banned in China? I don't even know.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay,
yeah.
they probably wouldn't even take $1 billion because they'd be like, we own America anyway.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I know take your money.
It sounds more like a mafia accent.
Fuck you. That's not mafia. Bro.
I'm not take your money.
I not take your money. I don't subscribe to this pussy shit.
If you're gonna speak Italian, Marzia should have shown you this. You got to do the hand thing.
Oh yeah, well I did. If you saw me.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you do that? Do you do that to her when you're making fun? You're like.
She really speaks with her hands. Yeah, it's really kind of.
Does she do like the ball cusp thing and like just shake her fingertips at you?
No, she doesn't do anything like stereotypic. She just like when she wants. You can't see me, so I don't even know what I'm doing. But yeah, what would you do?
I would sell it in a heartbeat. Jeez, that's like more money they'll ever make in my entire life. So yeah, I'd be like, okay, well, take it.
What about if you could never make a YouTube video again? You'd just be like, fuck it.
$1 billion or never making a YouTube video again. I don't even have to think about that. That's just sell out. I'd be like, where do I sign?
Sell out, Ken, confirmed.
It's $1 billion. I mean,
yeah.
I would never have to do anything again. My children's children would never have to. I could like use that money to make more money than I make on YouTube right now by investing in things like that.
Yeah. Well, it's fun to make videos. Don't you enjoy this, Ken? We could never do this again. This is the first episode and you already sold out. Good job.
I mean, I hear Make Your TV's coming, so that's a...
What? Okay. Well, Ken confirmed sellout. There we go.
Confirmed sellout.
Well, let's be honest. Most people probably would give up whatever the fuck for $1 billion.
Yeah, I mean, that's not even it's not even... You would sell out for $1 billion. Don't even tell me you wouldn't. Don't feel like you're on the spot. You would.
I mean,
and
you don't know
anybody
that.
out there that's mad about that can just... You're just crazy.
Dude, they're mad about anything. Have you seen... did you do the Ice Bucket Challenge?
I did a version of it with my dog.
Oh, I saw that actually. Yeah.
Yeah, made it rain bacon on that dog.
Dude, you can give dogs pancreatitis from giving them fat food. How dare you?
I used low sodium turkey bacon. It was healthy.
It's still very inconsiderate of you.
Do you know what dog food's made out of?
And you wasted all that water too.
Yeah, all that
inconsiderate that is.
All that water that I wasted.
What is that? What is that? You're wasting water. Can someone explain this to me? And you're the only one here, so I guess you have to do it.
Wasting water? Explain that to you?
Yeah, haven't you seen like people legit bitch about people doing the ALS challenge because they're wasting water?
You waste more water taking a shower than you waste filling that bucket up.
You waste more water taking a shit. So if you
That's
make
water
that statement,
not wasted. That
you
went
go
to a
out
good
and
cause.
poop in your yard. Seriously.
My dog poops in my yard. But yeah, people are like, yo, there's people in Africa that don't have clean water. There's people that are starving, but you don't take your hamburger and eat the whole thing because you want to make sure it doesn't go to waste.
And it's like the same, like, what? I don't understand. Do they apply that to everything in their life? Like,
no,
I'm gonna go and buy lunch, but I'm gonna eat lunch everywhere because I don't want all the other lunch places to feel bad.
Yeah,
that didn't really make sense.
I get what you're trying to go with it, but yeah, it's the internet, man. People want to complain about anything. They will complain about us complaining about this. They'll be like, they're racist because they don't want to give water to kids in Africa. My only gripe about the Ice Bucket Challenge is that since it's become like a trend, there's a lot of people that are just doing it to do it. Like, they're not donating. No. They're not even telling you what it's about.
No.
There's been like, hey,
that's the weird part. People
cold water.
Don't talk about it, I guess.
Like I've seen all these videos and I didn't even know what it was about. I was like, what does ALS even stand for? Like I had to go look it up before I made the video because I had no idea. And I was like, wow. Yeah. All these people that are making videos like just pouring ice on yourself, not promoting it at all.
Are pretty
it's like liking a Facebook page to save starving children. That's what it's like.
Yeah, it is.
It's doing nothing.
It's not doing shit.
It's become like the new Harlem Shake, but some people are still doing it right. And the people that are complaining about wasting water are just looking for something to complain about. I mean, I have a sprinkler system that uses more water than I would use on my grass for the Ice Bucket Challenge.
Oh. Yeah, you American waste a lot though, so I can.
Yeah. Well, I live in California now, so it's like we're in a water crisis.
Yeah. So
Say it
that's
again.
why people
Say
are
it again.
complaining.
What is
Drought?
Yeah. It's a drought. It's a drought.
It's a drought.
Drought.
It's a drought.
Ninja.
It's a drought. Shut up. Ninja.
Yeah.
See, you're racist.
That's not racist.
That is straight up racist.
I'm racist against all Europeans. Quote me on that because they say J's with ya instead of J. Ja.
So everyone is nominating me, and I'm still kind of torn if I should do it or not. I feel like Martha Stewart has done the challenge a month ago, and I'm doing it now. It's
well,
like
you were out of town.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're late to the party.
Did you do one? Late to the party. What?
Didn't you do something?
No, I didn't do anything.
I thought I saw a tweet that's like, this is the only ice book challenge you need to see or something.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's one who actually had ALS who made it. And he actually talked about the.
Got you. Yeah, I saw people linking that.
Yeah.
I thought you made your own. I didn't watch the video because I thought it was yours.
Oh, thanks. You just read the fucking title. I don't want to click on that.
Do you watch all my videos that go up on Twitter?
Well, if they bother reading the title, I at least fucking. No.
Nah, of course not.
Hey, I watched your whatever it's called, bucket challenge. Fuck.
ALS.
Yeah.
I
almost said ASL.
That's what I was doing too. I was like, "What is this ASL challenge? Like age, sex, and location? What are you talking about?" Like, oh.
Yeah. It's.
But yeah, like even like people like I used bacon instead of water, and like the whole point of using the ice water is because it's supposed to like give you a taste of the symptoms.
Yeah.
Like, you know, all your muscles tense up and you're like, oh, I can't really talk. That's like symptoms. Mm-hmm. So people are like, oh, you shouldn't use water because that's the whole point of doing it. But we use bacon instead, and I think bacon does the same thing. If anyone ever threw bacon on you, you would just, you know.
Long story short, people are fucking stupid.
That's the story of life.
We are done. We don't have to keep going now.
All right. Good show.
That's it. It's
well
been
done.
Great. Hope you enjoyed the BroKen podcast. We were planning for 50,000 episodes, but we just got one. 16 minutes. So
I like how we made fun of like sellouts, and at the beginning we're talking about having a sponsor.
Well, we did that actually before another time. I don't know if you realize.
Selling out?
Yeah, we literally did that last time. We were like talking about whatever. Well, I mean, the show needs to go on.
That's true. That's true.
Aren't
What's
you happy to be here right now? If
am?
they made it this far, they care enough to.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't
listen.
shown you my beaver hat.
Oh, I thought.
Oh.
Oh.
It says wild beaver because I am what I eat.
Now we can finish the podcast. Now we're finished. Okay, we can't waste time now.
Okay.
I have like seriously, I don't know how this happened, but I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20 talking points.
Wow. Well, before we get on those talking points, you haven't told me about your trip to the Deep South yet.
But that was a talking point.
Is that a talking point? Mark it off. Mark it off. Or did you have a segue?
Hold on a second here. Let me just mark that off. All right. No, I didn't have a segue. Well, I had actually, but it was racist, so let's just skip that actually.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Speaking of races, a lot of blacks in the South. I've never been a minority before. So that was weird.
I felt the same way when I moved to California.
Really?
I feel like this is getting a little too racist. This is not. These are facts. We're not being racist, but literally.
I'm just saying. It was like I thought since because I'm ignorant, I thought the South, you know, there was all the slaves, so I thought they would move away from the South, but it's like they took over the South instead. Kind of, it became their town.
I gotcha. I see where you're going with this. Okay. Yeah, like the
I'm
Emancipation
trying to save
Proclamation,
myself here.
Like, you know, back into the slavery, there's the stereotype of everyone in the South is racist and all that. Yeah, I got where you're going from.
Yeah.
From a non-American point of view, I'm trying to imagine. I can see. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I got you. But yeah, it's I mean, it wasn't. I'm not going to give a history lesson, but like not everyone back in the day was like your stereotypical slave owner, I guess, and so like a lot of them stuck around whenever all that happened.
Oh.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, because they didn't have a job, right?
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, it was.
So,
I mean, it's like a lot of tough decisions.
Speaking of that, so we went on this like ghost. We were in New Orleans, which is like famous for having all that culture, I think. it has like a lot of history with slaves or whatever. And there's this one lady, we went to see her house, and she kept like slaves in the second floor. And she was like very high stature. So if you were high stature, you could kind of get away with being treating the slaves bad.
Right.
And she would do all this crazy shit to her slaves. Like she made one like grow up in a cage, like a little baby.
Like torture stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
And she like cut off the arms of a slave and then reattached them on the stomach so he looked like a crab girl.
Whoa. So she's like a mad scientist Frankenstein
kind
of person.
Yeah. It was insane.
That's messed up.
And it's actually like documented. It's not just made up shit. It's like...
Do you remember what it was called?
Shit went real. Madame something. I don't remember.
So
I'm sure if you search like New Orleans, you'll find it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. People have really big butts in New Orleans too.
Heck
really,
yeah!
I'd never seen bigger butts.
It's just a South thing. For some reason, like especially the ladies, got the badonkadonks.
They have, dude. Those are not badonkadonks. They're fucking whales.
Whales?
They're one whale on each flap. Like, I'm
girl,
amazed.
drop that whale to the floor. Yeah.
Twerk those whales for me, girl. No, I don't even know how that's humanly possible.
It's a staple.
And like, I went there and I ate the food, and the food is amazing, and it's so...
Oh, yeah.
Like... It's famous for having good food, and I one time I felt bad, and I was like, all right, I'll order a salad. And the thing I get is just this giant mountain with fat and dressing and cheese, and I don't know.
It's soul food, man. It feeds your soul. It makes you feel good. It may not make your body feel very good afterwards, but you feel good while you're eating it. And that's where the whales come from.
That's where the whales come from soul food. And like, I thought to myself, like, how the hell do people stay healthier? And then I look around and be like, oh. Like, swear to God, 9 out of 10 people are seriously overweight in where I was. It was insane. Like, I don't know. I understand why, but it was pretty crazy to see. Like, I never seen so many fat people in my life.
Yeah. I mean, it's true. I mean, they always, like, poke fun, like, the stereotypes of the South. But
yeah,
they're based on like real things.
Yeah,
like
no,
people being
there was
fat.
no doubt about it. You'd see some people who actually work out or whatever, but
yeah. I mean, they have to work hard. The people that are in shape down there have to work hard.
They'd have to work hard as shit. Like, I gained weight just eating those damn salads.
Yeah.
I come home crying. I'm like, I've been trying to lose weight for like months, and I finally dropped those 2 kilos, and then I come back and I gained them from 1 week, and I'm like, God damn it.
Oh man, that's like whenever I went back around my home, I guess it's like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I went for the anime convention, and I gained like 5 pounds over the weekend, like literally 5 pounds, and it stuck with me. It wasn't like, oh, I just ate so much that I like weighed more. I literally gained 5 pounds over 1 weekend.
That's
and
amazing.
it blew my mind. Like,
That's just amazing how that works. Just fat food it's just the best.
I mean, I eat like pizza and Taco Bell every day, so I guess that's kind of why. But
God bless the
drinks.
whales. God bless the whales.
I mean, even like the girls down there that like they get skinny waists, but then they keep it. They keep that booty.
Yeah.
And it's like.
That's good. We know that. Anyway, speaking of whales, that was really funny. There are all these like crazy people on the street.
Yeah,
Holy
whales?
shit! There's a lot of crazy people on the street, by the way.
Well, in New Orleans,
a lot of crazy people.
It's a big tourist town, so there's a lot of stuff.
this guy would just like do this weird doll. He was dressed as a cowboy, and his face was painted silver. I don't know why.
Yeah,
And we were walking past him, and I'm like, oh God, don't make eye contact. And he started making this dolphin noise. I don't know why, but he was like, and Maita's like super scared of these people. But for some reason, she approached him anyway. And I'm like, what are you doing? Don't do this. And he started, I don't even know. And then like 3 other people just came out of nowhere and started like, you know, when you take a picture, put the arms around each other. And he kept just making these dolphin noises. And I'm like, we're going to die here. This is going to murder us. I don't even know what happened. I'm like, Martin, what are you doing? You're not supposed to do this.
The silver-faced cowboy dolphin whisperer is going to murder us.
I don't know. It was the weirdest shit.
That's weird. I mean,
yeah, I don't even know how that happened. I always get there must be some frequency noises.
So many people, like especially I can imagine there, like will stop you and like try to sell you something or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, there was like these two. Sorry, I interrupt, but there was like these two people sitting next to two boys sitting next to each other. They were actually older. They were men. Whatever. This is really awkward. I don't know. And one of them was pretending to be handicapped. Like it was blatantly obvious that it. And he was like, "I'm sorry, man. My friend is handicapped. Can I have some money?" And I was like, "Sorry, I don't have any change," which was true. But and then when I walk off, he's like, "Nice ass, work it," and I'm like, "Hell yeah."
Yeah, I think he was trying to harass you a little bit.
Yeah, he was trying to harass me. It was really funny because I was a lot of boys were all over Maitsia too. Like there was this one guy who was just like staring, he just froze and just stared blankly and just like, "You're the most beautiful girl I have ever seen.
Can I have some money? You
have the nicest legs." And I don't know. So I was always like, "What about me?" I have pretty nice legs too.
That guy back there liked my dolphin. So what's up?
My
whale.
My dolphin. My whales. No, so I don't know. He was trying to harass me, but it didn't work because I was like, hell yeah.
I think I've become, like, living in LA now, I've become mean to people that ask for money. Like, because, okay, where I originally come from, like in Mississippi.
Yeah, remind me. I have something about this too, actually. I want to tell you.
There's not anybody that ever asks for money. I mean, there's like there's not homeless people. Like, it's not big enough.
Yeah.
To actually have homeless people and things like that. So when I go somewhere else and people are like, "Hey," and they give me their whole story, like I actually listen. Yeah. And I'm like, "Oh God, how am I gonna get out of this? Just take my money and leave me alone," And now people are like legit homeless people. It makes me kind of feel bad, but they're like, "Sir, can I have some money?" And I just like snap right there. I'm like, "No." And they're like, "Okay, God bless you." And I'm like,
they're gonna hate you for telling this, Ken.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just if I gave money to every person that asked me for money in LA, I would not have any money left. I would be one of those homeless people.
Really?
If I did that.
Are you telling the truth, or are you just being like, whatever? You should have like a few coins just ready so you can get rid of them.
Just like throw it and run.
In UK, we have a lot of homeless people where I live, actually, and they're really sweet. So it's hard not to give them money. I always give if I have. I'll say that, but usually I
never carry cash anyway. But
yeah, exactly. I don't carry cash. So and I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I don't have any." And he's like, "I believe you," and I just feel terrible, like, even though I had it was true. I felt like I was lying because I don't know. I just feel bad.
Well, the last time I actually gave somebody money, they it was like literally I gave them some money and they went to the store and like bought some cigarettes because I watched them.
Oh, really?
And I was like, well, okay, I'm not, but I do give. There's a lady that comes by and goes through my trash every day, and I never say anything to her. I'll let her go through it.
Oh, really?
I even put some like old shoes I wasn't going to wear out there and let her have them.
You're practically an angel, Ken.
Yeah, I know.
In a vlog, I was vlogging in LA, and we were. It was not a homeless guy. It was like a guy trying to sell me tourist stuff.
Do you remember the crackhead guy?
Yes, but let's talk about that later.
Okay.
Well, I was vlogging, and it was obvious that I was busy, and he approached me and be like, "Hey, you want to buy this, whatever?" And I said no, and I'm like, I got kind of pissed off because I'm obviously busy, and he kept like asking me, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "No." So, and people were hating me a lot because I did that. Like, because they didn't even see him. He wasn't even homeless. Like, he was just someone trying to sell me tourist stuff, and people jumped right on like, he's an asshole. He didn't give him money or whatever.
That's the internet. Like, we're getting hate right now. People pause the video or whatever if you're watching on YouTube, and they're just like, "Oh my God, you don't give money to homeless people."
People just see the situation as they want to see.
Oh, we're getting sucked back into complaining about comments and stuff.
Yeah,
it's really easy though if you're not having to give your own money and you're watching somebody else. You're like, wow, you're an evil person. I'm going to sit here in my house and air condition and tell you about how much of a jerk you are to homeless
and how
people.
much water you're wasting.
Let me go eat this hamburger. Nom, 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 nom. Internet keyboard warrior. Anyway.
Yeah.
So the crackhead guy.
The crackhead guy. So I'll just tell the background and you can tell the story. So we met in LA. We were in LA, both of us. Holy shit. We actually met each other.
Not him and the crackhead guy. Me and him.
No, you and me. We were in LA having some Thai at this nice Thai place with a bunch of, I don't want to say it because I might spoil the story actually, with a bunch of people. And I don't know, you can tell what happened, I guess.
So, okay, how did it go? We were just sitting there eating. We were eating outside, like on the patio. And a guy walks by, like obviously a dweller of the street. And how did it even start? I don't remember. Did he just like walk up to us?
I don't remember.
I don't remember how it started. But anyway, he started talking to us and like he told us he loves the crack. Anyway,
wait. I'm confused.
No, he was like, yeah, he's talking about like drugs and stuff like that to us. And we're just like, okay, yeah, this dude's talking to us.
Yeah, I remember.
He's just sitting there talking to us while we're eating.
Wasn't he harassing another people before?
I don't remember. I think he just came straight to us, but he harassed people afterwards.
He started like asking a bunch of stuff, and and then he went on for a long time. Like it was awkward. We just obviously we were eating. We just wanted him to go away, pretty much, right?
Well, he started to go away. And he finally finished talking and started leaving. And Felix was like, "Okay, have a good day." And he just like turned around, he was
180,
and like came back over and just gave us some more of his stories.
A nice day? How can you have a nice day in this society? I'll tell you what. Fuck you.
He got so mad, and he's like, "Okay, we're going to use some strong language here." Yeah. But he said that we were both faggots.
Oh, yeah, he told us we were faggots.
And that we were sucking each other off under the table.
Oh, yeah, he said that too. I forgot about that.
And at this point, someone from the inside.
How were we sucking each other off under the table? How did that work?
We were talking to him. I guess we were just like hand jobbing it up under the table or something. We're like, yeah, he's telling us about this story. It's serious.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, a guy from the that worked, our waiter, or one of the guys, came out and like, trying to run him off, and he was like yelling and.
Oh yeah,
calling everybody gay and just just being that guy. And he finally left. And was it the guy sitting next to us?
Yeah, there's two guys sitting next to us.
Do you remember what they said? I can't remember exactly.
I don't remember what they said exactly.
They were. It turned out that everyone at this place but us was gay. And he was like yelling at us for being gay. And like the waiter that came out, the other people were all like having a big conversation afterwards. Like, I was kind of offended about that. I'm gay.
Yeah, and he's like, no, I think it was the opposite. He's like, I'm gay. I don't understand the problem, or something like that.
It's just like, yeah, but we were literally the only straight people out there.
I think so. Yeah, I guess.
And like this guy's like yelling at us for like being
just
gay.
because I told him to have a nice day,
and everybody else around is like, ooh. Like,
I'll never forget your reaction when I said that, because you were like, motherfucker, you just had to say it.
As soon as you said, okay, have a nice day, I just stared at you. I was like. And then he turned around with the death gaze and started insulting all the actual gay people that were around us.
Yeah, that was funny.
I kind of felt bad for him because they were hurt. I like
no, they didn't
gay people are like the nicest people ever. Like as far as the ones I meet.
Yeah, I as you know, at Brighton where I live, it's like the gay capital, and it makes me feel good because I'm like, it's safe. Gay people are around me.
It's because when you go out in the street, they say nice butt. They like your legs.
No, they say yeah. I'm like, hell yeah. No, it's actually mostly lesbian couples. I don't see a lot of gay couples.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So they don't compliment my legs.
Oh.
They just think they're hairy and disgusting, I would assume. I don't know.
Maybe.
Make me cry.
Or maybe your girlish features attract them. Maybe they think you're a crossdresser.
What?
I mean, your hair, though, is perfect.
Oh, stop it. That's not going to work, okay?
I think this podcast is going pretty well. We've covered racism.
Shit comments.
Comments. We got racism, homosexuality. What's next?
What
Sexism.
What more sensitive topics can we bring up at the first episode?
We got to cover religion eventually.
Yeah, but no, please. No. Anyway, segue. Okay, segue. Okay.
You got one?
No, I'm trying to make a good segue, but I got nothing.
Okay, so saw when you tweeted about how EA is reprinting the Escape 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, I guess Kotaku was like, yeah, PewDiePie.
First time Kotaku writes a good article about me, fucking.
So I got a little bit of a problem with this though. I mean, how does it feel
to get all the credit for
not even that
a lot of people do?
The power of YouTube has brought a game back, but it's like literally the worst game. The worst game. Like the most broken piece of trash game that EA's ever made is getting reprinted because of YouTube. Good job.
People aren't giving me shit for it, surprisingly. I thought people would be like, God damn it. But
I mean, first...
people like that game because it's shit. So people are okay with it.
They are now.
First of all, let's explain what's going on.
When it first came out, everybody hated it.
You didn't explain enough what's going on. So Kotaku made an article saying that EA is republishing Skate 3, right?
Like making physical copies of it.
Yeah, because so many people bought it after all the YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
That they say that I did. They put me in the title. There's obviously a lot of YouTubers who covered Skate 3, but...
Yeah, well, further down the article, they do give more credit to the rest of the YouTube community, but it's mainly, look at PewDiePie's video, PewDiePie's the man.
I get it, because that series is like the most viewed series I ever had. Like, the average view is like 10 million, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of get it. But yeah, it's just crazy. The power of YouTube. But like, I'm used to it. Like, first it was Slender, then it was Flappy Bird, and now there's Skate 3. So
that's where I'm going with it. Like all the indie games. Okay, I'm not hating on anything, but I am going to say this because it is true. Like a lot of indie games, a lot of really bad indie games have come out just for you to play, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And now EA is bringing back a crappy game because you played it. And I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm just kind of a little worried that it may be the first step in a bad direction for AAA games.
The steps are already in motion. You know what? I don't think AAA games or publishers are smart enough to make something
a bad
good
game
out
on
of.
Purpose.
Yeah. I don't know. That's not going to happen. They'd have to be really... I don't know. I don't see that happening.
Well, it's just like good YouTube
You'd really
games.
have to have low integrity.
Yeah, but I mean, it's EA. No, I mean, EA's okay. They're getting better, but everybody likes hating on EA, but I don't have a problem with them. But
I'm just saying, even as an indie developer, to kind of develop a game just to bait in YouTubers.
Yeah, I don't want them to start making games targeting.
I don't want
YouTubers.
that either. No one wants that.
Yeah,
that's just ridiculous. Like, I feel awkward when people do it. I'm like, but then again, I'm happy too if it's like if I can get a good video out of it. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. I don't know. I spend a lot of time looking for games. I just get it's exhausting.
It's true. I mean, it's just I just don't want it to happen. It may. I don't think it will. Happening. No, I don't think it will with the bigger game companies. But
you can't predict this thing. No one thought knew Slender was going to be big. No one knew Flappy Bird was going to be big. No one knew Skate was all of a sudden out of nowhere. Like, you can't anticipate these things. It doesn't. It just happens, and it's a side. I feel like it's a little pimple on the YouTube gaming that just happens to grow and explode every once in a while.
Yep.
Well, I mean, a nice metaphor.
The worst games make the best YouTube videos.
It is like that, and that, like, honestly, that just saddens me because I don't like the games I like are not like I wouldn't play these games if I didn't record them. That's for fucking sure.
Nobody would. No, like Skate 3. Nobody did play it.
Yeah, exactly.
Until it got popular on YouTube.
It's just really fun to commentate over, and it's a lot of games like that are just fun to commentate over, like horror games in general. Like, I probably wouldn't play them as much because it's just fun to like share the scares or whatever.
Yeah, like Five Nights at Freddy's become a big thing. Did you play that yet?
Fuck that game. It sucks so hard. It's okay. It's innovative, and I give them props for that, but it's extremely overrated.
Yeah.
It's not that it's scary for like literally the first 10 minutes, and then you realize, oh, okay, you just have to try hard to progress, and it's just that takes away all the scariness. And then there's just a random jump scare in your face, and it's like, okay.
My thing about the game that I was talking about the other day on the tweeters was that if you take like the jump scares, if you just take the jump scares that everybody's like putting on Tumblr, it's like people are freaking out from this cuddly animal like waving its arms at you. It's like, hey, and everybody's like, oh my god, that's so scary. It's like it's dumb. The scary part of the game is like waiting.
It's so boring. It's so fucking boring to play.
It is.
It's
like
incredible.
I didn't make another video.
If you fail, you have to redo the entire thing, and the entire thing takes 10 minutes. And there's no way to speed it up. It's the same. It
takes like 10 minutes to do the first night.
Yeah, it's incredibly boring to play, and I guess that's why I'm so pissed off at it, because I kept trying to progress and it wasn't working out, and it's just so boring, and I don't know how to commentate over it either, because it's
you just
so
sit there.
boring.
You have to cut. You have to like sit there in silence and like cut to things that are
I
happening.
recorded like the last episode I did was like 40 minutes at least, cut down to like 10.
Yeah, like I played it when it came out, or like I was going to play it like the day it came out, but I waited, and then it became like a thing.
Yeah, right. I saw it too, and I'm like, this game doesn't look that great, and then it became this new Slender almost. Like, it's crazy.
Like I made one video of it, and like that's all I did, and I actually like I wasted half my energy because I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And so I just like killed myself.
Yeah.
Like real quick.
Yeah, but that's what everyone does, because the game doesn't really tell you what you have to do.
But then everybody's like, Ken, you gotta make another video. You gotta make another video. And I was like, I don't want to.
No, that game is
It's not that I'm
boring.
scared of it. I just don't want to sit here for 40 minutes.
No.
Looking at cameras to like.
I give up. Sorry.
Be surprised.
I gave up those type of games a while ago. Like, I don't feel like forcing myself through a game just because people wanted me to play it. Like, that's why I don't play Happy Wheels anymore, because that's literally why I literally have to like inject myself with heroin to even feel happy enough to play that fucking game. I'll just be like, kill me, someone, please.
But where I was trying to go with all this was that like talking about how bad games make good YouTube videos. Yeah. Like the original Let's Play idea was just like to take a good game, sit and play it.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
like not even edited that much.
Yeah.
And like you can't play good games you enjoy. I mean, you can, but
no
like
one
from
watching.
From a business side, from our side of it, like the views are so low that it's not worth it.
Yeah.
So
it's just not worth the effort.
So it's like everybody, I can remember way back, everybody's like, play Alan Wake, it's really good. And I was like, okay. And it was a good game. Nobody watched it.
Oh, really?
And it was kind of boring. Like it's hard to commentate because the same thing happens over and over again.
Oh, a lot of repetition.
Yeah, you go in the woods and
you just have to edit a lot in those.
Yeah, and it's like, I didn't enjoy it.
I don't even, like, if there's a lot of repetition, I don't even bother talking. I don't want to waste energy. I just know I'm going to cut it.
Yeah.
And it makes it easier to cut, too.
Like, you have to cut, everything down to make it entertaining for YouTube. It's changed a lot. It's changed a lot.
Yeah. I had to do that in Infamous series that I did. I did Infamous. There's a lot of repetition in there.
Yeah, like I've tried for a long time to just try to stick to that old kind of Let's Play formula.
You can't do that anymore. No.
But
way.
I can't. Like, I have to change it.
It was the same with me when I really wanted to play Dark Souls. Like I told you this. Like I thought it's like my kind of game. I would play that game just for fun.
Yeah, it's a great game.
And I knew I wouldn't have time to it because you have to invest a lot of time in that game, and I don't really play that much outside of YouTube. So I was like, I have to make this work for YouTube if I want to play this game properly, at least. So I literally record 2.5 hours and cut it down to 10 minutes. And that's the only way I know people are gonna keep watching it.
Yeah.
Like, it's the most over-edited videos ever, just because I wanted the series to going. And yeah.
It's like I still try to do like one regular series while I'm doing like all the short stuff, but there's so much more editing for like the long series now. They don't even feel worth it because I mean it's a series, less people watch it, and then you just have to edit so much. You're like, but anyway.
If you have a good series, that's like the best thing ever. You can go on holiday.
It actually makes it makes the game less fun for you to play if people aren't watching it. Like you're like, I want to play this game. I'm really excited about it, and then nobody watches it, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. It's funny how that works. Actually, that's true. It's like,
I
gotta play this game that no one gives a shit about.
Then you still got the people that are like, where's that game at? That one person
they never give up either.
And you're like,
it's over. I still get people. This is gonna be the top comment on this video just because I'm mentioning this. Alice. I played Alice, and I only got to like 3 out of 4. It's the most repetitive game ever. Like that's insanely repetitive, and the story doesn't make any sense. And so I dropped that. That was May 2013, and I still have people asking about it.
Really?
And they're really angry about it too. They have their pitchfork and they're like, "Why didn't you finish it?" I actually lost a save file. That's why I didn't.
That's the.
I'm like, I'm not gonna replay this most repetitive game of all time just to keep playing it. That's not happening. I've done that a lot of times. If people cared enough, I would do it, but not if people don't care that much.
All right, let's step off that soapbox.
Yeah, I feel like that was over. It's done.
New topic.
So random people following you on Twitter.
So, before you even continue, if someone follows me to where it makes my phone give me a notification, I feel a little obligated to follow them back.
What is the rules here with following back? I don't understand.
I mean, I don't usually, because when I go and like look, they have like they're following 1,000 people.
Yeah,
I'm like, nope.
Nope. I never follow people like that. It's like,
but if they're following like 100 people, maybe I'm like, maybe I should follow you back.
Even if I have no idea who it is.
Yeah,
it's just to be nice.
It's like, hey, I know you've done this before too. I know you have. You followed someone because you know it will notify them in hopes that they will follow you back.
No.
Yes, you have. Don't even tell me that.
No, I've never done that.
Lies.
Why? You don't even know. You're like, what do you know? Do you have any proof?
I know that you're sitting there with your big account with those big numbers, and you're like, you know what? I like this person.
The thing is, when you're verified, they get notified either way.
Oh, really?
I could literally just tweet them and they get notified.
Well, I can do that too, but I'm not notified. Like I don't know if it's like verified. What'd I say? Notified. Yeah. Anyway, but I think it's like after you get like your followers get so big, like they're like, oh, you're important. You're gonna that kind of thing.
We're gonna make sure people know about you.
And I appreciate that, but yeah. Anyway,
there's a lot of I get like random people, like news TV people that are like 60 years old follow me, and I'm like, why the hell do you follow me? I don't understand. What can I possibly say that will interest you?
The worst part is like if you give into this guilt, or if you think they may be kind of cool and you follow them back, and then their tweets really get on your nerves.
Oh my god, it happens so many times.
Like you exchange some words, you're like, oh hey, how you doing? And then like they're all like marketing the whole time, and you're like, how do?
Oh, I hate when people market in their Twitter. They're like, hey, check out my new T-shirts. Check out my new T-shirts. Buy my new T-shirts. Buy, and then they retweet everyone that wears them. And says, I don't want to see this shit. Stop.
And then you get to the point where you're ready to unfollow them, but then you're like, will they notice?
It's kind of harsh to unfollow someone. Like it's basically saying, I don't want you in my life. Just go away.
I mean, I try to keep mine like, I think I follow like 30 people or something. I try to keep it around that because
oh shit,
I try to use it for things I actually care about.
Yeah,
like stuff I want to see, and so I like follow someone back, and they're like, hey, my new video's up or whatever. It's like a big string of those, and I'm like, I really want to unfollow. And then like say you do, and then like later on you may go and like see someone retweet them, and you got to see if they still follow you. And if they've unfollowed you, you feel kind of hurt.
Yeah, you're still hurt even though you were the one. I don't know.
You did it first, but you're still like, oh.
And I hate when I really want to follow someone, but I don't really want to obligate them into following me back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't ever really came across that.
Oh, okay.
But I can imagine.
Yeah, sometimes I want to follow someone because I don't know. I can't give an example. I don't know. Yeah.
You just want to follow and be done, and then they like follow you back and like send you a direct message. You're like, oh god.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. Especially some indie developers. Oh, here's the example. Sometimes there's a game that I want to look out for. So to remember about it, instead of just, I don't know, mark my calendar release date, I'll just follow them on Twitter because I know I'll find out about it. So I don't want to guilt them into following me just because I follow them.
All right.
Because I don't really care if they follow me. I just want to know about their game.
I don't feel that this conversation is very relatable. Like, no. We're like, oh, my followers, so many followers, the hardships of having all this, and people are watching, they're like,
I'm just saying. So I heard that you'd have to pay money to get verified from many sources.
Really? You got to pay to be verified?
Someone told me that you can pay like literally $5,000 to get verified.
Why?
I don't know.
I mean, you get like a little blue check mark, but you can fake the blue check mark if you want to.
How badly do you want a fucking blue check mark?
I got one on my Facebook page. It made me feel good.
Not $5,000 good.
No.
I didn't have to pay. I don't know what happened.
What could I spend $5,000?
And then they said like, oh, then Maker paid for you. And I'm like, no, I don't think they did. Because, no, actually, I talked to Twitter and they got me verified. So, no.
Talk to them how do you, give it to me. I want to be verified.
Oh, fuck you. That's not happening. Then you're just going to start guilting people into following you. Because you're verified.
Oh, yeah? That's how it works? Hey, guys, I'm verified now. I'm cool.
Marcia has people who will follow her, and then if they notice that she doesn't follow them back because she doesn't want to, they will unfollow and then follow again so that she gets notified again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
So awkward. Like, stop.
You know, I should...
What?
I wonder...
Tell me.
Talking about following people and they follow you back. I wonder how many people...
Yeah.
That like have large followings, like follow porn stars and like cam girls and stuff like that, hoping that they'll follow them back so they can get some like naked pictures.
I love how you just came into this somehow.
I just jumped in. I mean, I was thinking about it. I was like,
Wait, get some leaves. Wait, I didn't really get it. So, someone who's YouTube famous?
No, like someone like say like us, like, oh yeah, I like this girl's hot. I want some naked pictures of her. I'm gonna follow her on Twitter, and then she'll see it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I've done this. I love my girlfriend. But I'm wondering if anybody, like, I'm sure they have. Like in hopes of being followed back. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Huh. Let me get to it right now. JK.
No, I'm sure, absolutely. Why not? I'm sure.
I'm just thinking like those people probably get like notifications nonstop, and they're like, no.
Oh.
I'm not following anybody back.
This YouTuber is fat. I'm not gonna bother.
Like, why are all these YouTube nerds following me?
Do you think they have standards like that?
Of course. They're people too, okay?
I don't think they have standards like that. I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
The Twitterness. Okay. I don't know. Should we drop the Twitterness? I don't.
Let's move. I think it's run its course. We've half bragged, half complained enough.
What happened to my 20 topics? I don't understand. Just ran it. Oh.
Did it? What?
No, tell me. No, you go.
I was going to ask about the humidity, like how when you came to the deep south and you got out, were you like?
It was fucking awful.
It's so hot.
Yeah, it's like entering a wall. Like when you're in the south. And you go, the difference between inside and outside is just insane.
Yeah, it's like a sauna. You go out and you're like,
yeah,
whoa.
Yeah. Every time it shocks you and you're like, holy shit.
This air just punched me in the face.
How did you live before air conditioning? Like how, when they invented that, they would have just been like, give that man 5 Nobel Prizes. Holy
standing
shit.
ovation like, oh, thank you so much.
Everyone is just crying like, beautiful. The best air conditioning ever. It's like super bad for environment. No one cares. It's just like, oh, air conditioning. Praise the loud.
Praise the loud. Air conditioning. That's why everybody in the South is fat. Because when it's hot outside, nobody does anything. They all go inside and sit.
That makes sense. And it's
that's
hot
where the dolphins
all the time.
come from. Not the dolphins, the whales. God dang it.
Well, there's dolphins too now. We learned this. Speaking of, another thing that was funny about New Orleans was that they have this signs for rent on different houses.
Oh, like yeah, like tell you.
Yeah, and then in the bottom it will say haunted or not haunted.
Yeah, they have to tell you.
How did they? If I rented one of them and it says haunted, but I don't experience anything, can I sue them or? Like, how can I prove that it's not haunted?
It's probably in your lease, like disclosing that if you don't have any paranormal activities in your home, we're not liable.
Like, what is that? I don't understand. What?
I mean, I don't know if it's...
And what if it says not haunted and I have like something?
You're like, no, I don't want that place. I need a haunted place.
I mean, if I choose a not haunted one and I get something haunted happening, what? Can I sue them then, or like how does this work? I don't understand.
I don't know if it's just like a marketing thing.
Yeah,
but
it must have been. We stayed at a haunted hotel actually.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Did you get haunted any?
I mean, I had like 5 nightmares the first night.
Ooh.
5. I don't know how that happened. They were only about like me losing at different games. There was nothing like paranormal. Just me sucking at life, pretty much. Not even big deals. It could be
that's terrible.
Losing at tennis. I just crack up and cry.
It's always the worst. Like if you wake up in the middle of the night and you're thinking of something just a little bit scary that wouldn't bother you during the day, but it like really bothers you. You wake up, you're like, oh God.
This is the worst.
That door is open. Oh no. I want to get up and close it, but I'm scared.
Really? You fucking pussy.
Shut up. It happens.
Really? I would never.
Don't even act like you have never woke up and like from a bad dream and you're like, oh, and you like it really bothers you, like whatever you were thinking about. And it's not even a big deal when you wake up, but right then in that moment, you're like scared about it.
No. No, I'm a man.
Yeah.
I don't get scared. All right, it's not my thing. Never get scared, yo.
Of course not.
Walking Dead season 2 episode 5 finale. Let's talk about it.
Did you play it? Did you play it?
I played it and I cried like a baby.
I've just.
Are you gonna play tonight?
I think I am. I haven't got to play it yet. Haven't had a chance. I mean, there's no way that they can top season 1's ending.
I wouldn't say top, but it was pretty good. And Marcia walked in on me.
You're like crying. She's like,
oh
no.
Awkward thing ever. She doesn't. She's not like, oh, you're crying. She's like,
what's wrong?
Yeah, what the hell is wrong with you? What the fuck?
Call yourself a man?
She's not like, I don't know. She's not like that. She just 180
like,
and be like, whoop.
She's like, just back out, like,
like, it was probably just as weird as me just, I don't know, twerking in front of the webcam of some Asian boy. She'd probably have the same reaction.
She'd be like, okay.
And it's gonna go.
She would have turned around like that crack kid did on us when you told me.
Yeah, like full 180. That's what she would have done. I'm serious.
That's funny.
So anyway, Audible.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for coming by and watching and/or listening to the BroKen Podcast. We are sponsored by Audible, and it's a fantastic thing. We love them. It's a good thing.
Don't oversell it.
Tell me not to oversell it with what you just said.
I'm not going to add that, so it's not, you look like a fool. Thank you for listening. Sorry if anyone was butthurt. We probably say a lot of shit that's going to hurt people.
Yeah.
But
that's what makes the podcast fun.
I think so. Like, what else would we do, really?
I mean, being politically correct nonstop when you're not into politics is lame.